So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome! Welcome to the prestigious Staples Center. We're here to see the reveal of the Game Clam console. We're seeing a lot of reception. We're seeing a lot of great positive energy. Everyone wants to know about the Game Clam, myself included. We're going to be tuning in. We're also going to be answering questions on Twitter. Let's actually get it for our first question. Can we pull that up? How many colors will Game Clam come in? I'm worried about this. That is a big thing. A lot of questions about the specs and varieties of the Game Clam. They've touted a lot of creativity in terms of customization options, so we're thinking maybe skins. That's what we've been hearing from the grapevine, but we'll actually see. Colored consoles are kind of a retro thing, but you've seen a lot more people clamor for that, no pun intended, and you've seen a lot more positive reception to that from the game studios and the hardware creators themselves. There's been a lot of fear surrounding the Game Clam. Who's afraid of the Game Clam? Huh? It's Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. They're shivering in their boots. This rogue company has come out of nowhere within the last few weeks. Just to state how far they've been pushed to the precipice by this rogue hardware software company. The details aren't all there, but they do have a first-party studio presence. So we're expecting a lot of first-party titles. There also seem to be weird third-party titles, which is very interesting because to date, no third-party game studio has come out to express that they are working with anything for the Game Clam. We'll see what's on there. It's very interesting. A lot of mystery. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are all afraid. From the newsroom, I can tell you that there have been multiple lawsuits, multiple things filed to several courts around the world. They're trying to stop this at all costs. I'm waiting for what they're afraid of. We have another question from Twitter. Hi, Jeff. You spelled my name wrong. That's not how you spell it. It's also not pronounced like that. It's Hef. Alright? Long time gamer, first time clamor. Does the Game Clam have any cool sound effects? And also, what graphics? Thanks. Now, the Game Clam does come equipped with 2 speakers. I don't know why. I mentioned earlier the legal fallout from this will probably be immense. Since then, they've hired their own lawyers, and they've promised a legal fucking nightmare. I'm quoting them, not me. I don't swear. Hef does not swear. But they're promising a strong legal presence in retaliation. We have a few historical tidbits about the Game Clam. The Game Clam is a company that actually has its origins in 1800s Italy from Mediterranean divers who used to dive for pearls. And according to historians, they found a large translucent pearl. Upon ingestion, they received a lot of powers. What powers have made it to the Game Clam? We'll see. I'm as excited as you are because there's so many questions regarding the hardware, regarding the software. I mean, we know almost nothing. 3E is very exciting because you never know what's going to happen, and this year we have such a big surprise coming out of left field. Another question from Twitter. Will there be backwards compatibility with older systems such as the Seafood Entertainment System? The Seafood Entertainment System, that is a big question. As a newer console, it's not as much of a concern, but considering that the Game Clam has an innovative design, I should say, for buying and purchasing and installing your games, we'll see if it works. I don't know how these pearls will interface with the Seafood Entertainment System. Oh! 3E is about to begin. We're going to go to our presentation right now.
Hello, everybody! Hello, and welcome to the first ever and only 3E conference, coming at you live with the Game Clam first ever world premiere. I'm your host and CEO of Game Clam, Mr. White. I'm here today because we are proud of what we are putting into the world and into the future of gaming. The Game Clam, with more features than you can count on your fingers. Slappable buttons, vents, a controller that any gamer can really get its hands on. Larger than the console, it can hold most of graphics and of cars, as well as data bytes, megabytes, gigabytes, but no RAM. It is the first console to be good, the first console in our world to fix the problem of the gaming industry. The blue and green console are no more. Their mistakes are of the past, and Game Clam is for the future. As you can see here, the console and controller are never before seen and are of the highest grade and quality. For any gamer of any age or proficiency level, whether you are a novice gamer, an old school gamer, an underground gamer, or an extreme gamer, you will be able to play with Game Clam. Level up your clam. Today, we are going to show you a number of titles that will launch alongside the Game Clam console and controller. We have our first exclusive title now.
World Premiere.
Amazing! Fantastic! What a game, and what a title to launch alongside such a console as Game Clam. I'm sure you're wondering, how could we have come out of thin air? Other companies have tried and failed, but we have already succeeded. And you think that. Our company was founded in 1831 by Stun Phillips, a pearl diver in the depths of the Antarctic. From Colombia, he would set sail once a week to Antarctica to find what NASA would only discover as of 1 month ago. High-energy neutrinos are located coming from within the Antarctic ice. These are not neutrinos, no, but a NASA-level cover-up to hide the Game Clam. Every single week, a Game Clam special translucent pearl is emitted from the ice, and our founders have found one of these pearls up to 1 to 2 a week that are used to create the Game Clam console. And now we are here today with over 100 consoles in storage. You will be able to have it soon. The Game Clam is not of this earth. You cannot buy it with money. I am going to show you a glimpse into that world. This is the Long Gamer, the first of its kind, and the first in the evolutionary tree. Your forefather and my forefather, but not. His posture evolved to match the height of the Game Clam, so that he may look at the screen and tap the controller with his buttons. This was a premature form of the gamer's evolution. He would lift his legs and hit the buttons, while his ridged head would feel so great. Unfortunately, the gamer had not yet realized the potential of the smell-releasing features. The underground gamer, who would rest within the dirts and soils. This gamer could not speak or talk. His only purpose was to game with Game Clam. His gamer fingers pressed the buttons with much ease, but then he realized this was not correct. While he was fully protected, he was unable to slap the buttons and could merely press the buttons. This is the third form of gamer who arrived in year 2001 on Other Earth, the big gamer, who loves video games more than any others. He truly realized what the potential of the Game Clam was. As he held the controller, he adapted to the denim padding so that he would never damage it again. And the denim padding matched him as well. His muscles allowed him to slap the buttons with enough force to finally input and play the games where his ancestors had failed. And look out for joglets. They might mess with your game. The joglets are not permitted to play Game Clam spheres and must be dealt with. Are there any more gamers? The answer is no, for I am here now, the evolved gamer, to show you the point and how far we've come. It's been amazing so far, this conference, and you agree? Now, we have more games to show you. Ever heard of a little man named Nintendo? Well, he's given us an exclusive property of Nintendo to have on the Game Clam. It's ours, and soon, it's gonna be yours.
World premiere.
Incredible! Super Smash Bros. Brawl comes to the Nintendo Game Clam. It's not the Nintendo Game Clam. It's the Game Clam Game Clam. I only gave you a taste of what will never be. I'm here today, not just to show you a pre-rendered trailer, which did, however, show off the adaptive resolution and audio of the Game Clam, one of its most desirable features. We have a live demo where you will see the game rendered as is as it will be in your home. I'm gonna play it now for you. The Game Clam controller always requires one smooth rotation before beginning the game. It's time to brawl in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. With a selection of over 15 characters, you can play as Luigi too, if you want to. We'll add new downloadable Clan 10 characters, such as Kratos, whom you saw in the intro sequence. You will not receive any information on that tonight. We do have an exclusive character, the Clam from SpongeBob. I don't see him here, so I'm not going to be showing him off tonight. This is my first time playing this demo, and as you can see how intuitive the menu selection controls are. It's amazing. We're going to head into training mode so that we can practice a little bit and hone our skills. No, not training mode. It's time to watch some replays. You can record your footage on Game Clam in any game. This is not a feature.
Ready?
Locked to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I'm not only watching the replay, I'm controlling it too. With innovative live recording technology, you can relive the past. That's a win! Make sure to hit the purple button when you want to induce injury. When the sandbag rubs against the asphalt, always bend over and smell from the vents so that you can bring the game world into your senses. Smells just like the field in sports. Mind if I comment on how squishable these trackballs are? Slippery when you need them to be, and dry when you don't. That's even more points than before. And let me tell you, that whole time, I was never bored. That was the most fun I've ever had in my life. Let's go back to Hef Keeley in the 3E production booth.
Okay. All right. And we're back here at the analyst desk. Wow. So, I'm certainly impressed. It turns out the Game Clam is not of our world at all. No wonder Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony are afraid, huh? I'm impressed. So it turns out the Game Clam is a sort of like a trans-dimensional console. They're not really developing for it, and they're not really making it. I guess they're like going to the Antarctic and like finding them? It's like a console that comes from another dimension where humans have evolved to already live alongside of it, and now it's kind of like manifesting in our world. Now, that's a very interesting price point. It has a price point of 0. You don't buy this with any worldly currency. The software looks pretty promising. The games are literally out of this world. I'm interested. How do you get your hands on one? I'm looking forward to those further details. No doubt you have several questions. Let's get a question from Twitter. What flavors will the Game Clam come in? Very important question. We've talked about a scent. The vents do emit warmth and scent. So finally, smell-o-vision is no longer a joke. It's a very real technology. A technology that I guess is infiltrating our reality. Who knows? Well, we're going to be awaiting further specification after we come back from our break here. Yeah, I'm very intrigued myself. Very intrigued because, I thought some answers would help, but they bring up even more questions. Speaking of questions, here's our next question. Will the Game Clam be backwards compatible with the game Oyster? It depends. Is their technology even compatible with our timeline? From my estimates, no other machine on Earth could probably read the Perl that the Game Clam uses. I'm gonna say it's not compatible with anything other than the Game Clam. I mean, what fucking console? Sorry, I made a promise at the beginning of this podcast that Hef does not swear. My apologies. And we're gonna go back real soon. Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome back to the Game Clam 3E conference. We have a lot more to show you. And now we've got a live demo of the real engine, the main engine used in all demos on the Game Clam console. Let's go ahead and show that off really quick and show off some of those most graphics. Amazing. Can you believe this? I sure can't. The Game Clam is capable of high-resolution graphics, able to render anything the human mind may fathom, and anything the minds of the proto-gamers of the other world may also imagine. As you can see behind me, we have a live 3D render of the rapper Small Little Wayne. He is tangible, and the scent module means that you can smell him and feel the wrath of his flames. The heat is going to come out of the controller and get you feeling toasty and nice. What about the console? What about it? What you just saw there was a real live photo of the Game Clam console. It is smaller than the Game Clam controller, but this is for a very specific reason. Do you see the happy green button and the red sad button? And you see Kratos. When you are playing Game Clam exclusive titles such as God of War 2, Agent of War, your character may talk to you and communicate with the player. As scents and temperatures are released, Kratos may say to you, as the gamer, he may say, "Are you enjoying your experience?" You as the gamer are expected to get up out of your console chair and move over to your Game Clam console, where you may press the happy button or sad button to rate your experience. Depending on your input, your gameplay experience may change. This is normal, and Kratos will tell you and keep you safe through your journey. There's something else we haven't talked about yet either. What about the iToy 2? This console is the first console that can see you. It's not just your pressing of buttons, of happy and sad buttons, but the camera will recognize your emotions, moods, flavors, and happiness on your face. We also have games that are going to revolutionize Hulk Smash. They will revolutionize 3D gaming through motion capture and movement gameplay. What if you want to move your arms and interact with the game? Can't get more immersed than that. Let's take a look and see what the iToy 2 is capable of before you wrap up.
World premiere.
What fun! Whether you move or you don't move, the iToy 2 will be able to read your gamer intent and your sexual intent and control the game as needed. An amazing feature, and I can't wait to play when I get home. I've spoken enough. Here's a string of upcoming games that you will play.
World premiere.
Crap.
I deserve everything I get. Every bad thing that comes my way. Can't live, can't die. Dead side's the perfect hood for me.
You are the only one who can do anything about this.
Excellent.
There's a darkness coming.
Shadow Man. Shadow Man.
World premiere.
Annual appeal. Take your time. Ready? Action!
Welcome back. Game Clam is real and it's now. I am so happy to reveal my console to you tonight. All these games were handmade in the Pearls upon arrival, and I would love you to have the same console in your house if you win the contest. We have one last announcement. You may have heard of it. We have an exclusive sequel to the best-selling sequel on PlayStation. We're gonna fucking win.
No, I can't, 'cause
What do you know? You is?
I'm gonna find, kill all of them.
Wow. Can you believe it? The Last of Us Part exclusive for Game Clam. To all of you in the crowd, and all of you at home watching the live stream on the web, thank you. This console can be yours. The question is, will it? And the answer is always yes. We love you at Game Clam, and I can't wait for the next one. But before I go, we have one last announcement. Good night, everybody, and enjoy.
And we're back. Wow. So many more announcements, more questions answered, but only more mysteries. It was not revealed how you obtained a Game Clam. We do now know the Game Clam will contain the Game Clam 2. Wow. What does that mean? You know, I'm very confused, but I'll try my best to answer your questions. Let's get a question up from Twitter. Will we be able to grow and breed homebrew Game Clams? That's a very interesting question. We now know that they're cross-dimensional. In theory, if you go to the Antarctic, you could find your own Game Clam. And it's not known whether this is biotic or not. Who knows? Maybe you could grow a pearl and put it in the Game Clam and it'll run a game. I don't know how you get the data in there. They didn't disclose how the pearls worked. They did say that the protagonists of these games will be talking to you. I don't know why. Let's get another question up from Twitter. Game Clam controller details, please. Thankfully, the controller is very clear-cut. It's very... Any other game console that exists out on the market. I've had Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo fucking shaking in their boots. I'm sorry, I swore again. I apologize. You know, once I ask for forgiveness. 2, I will acknowledge that it is a travesty. Hef does not swear. Stating the previous question, you know, what are the console controller specifications? Well, on the console itself are 2 buttons, aside from on and off. The happy and sad button, which you will use to respond to the AI that seems to be built into the pearls themselves. And on the controller, you have 2, they call them squishable trackballs. So I imagine they're kind of like foam trackballs that you can, you know, grab onto and squeeze and honk. Don't know what that's for. I can't think of any gameplay that would require something like that. Motion controls on the side of the controller, so you'll have to turn the controller 90 degrees to your left in order to utilize the iToy 2. And then 3 slappable buttons. Vents will be dispensing hot air and scents. Yeah, very, very, very interesting, very innovative. I've never seen a controller where exhaust fans were needed in the controller itself. I would love to get a hardware expert's opinion on this. Man, how much technology is in this thing, you know? And from what dimension? Oh yes, and the last most important feature, the denim texture. This is the first game console to have denim sewn into it. Jeans are good. We all wear them, you know? They're a durable material. Very interesting. We have one more question. Oh. Let's see here. I think I'm being told that about does it. I hope the Game Clam was everything you wanted it to be and more. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to all our production crew, our staff members who helped us produce, create, and run the show. I hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Goodbye.